Hello and welcome back to Tharek Plays Blood Bowl 2, today with our human team. And just by taking a look here, we can already see we are missing Tim today, so no 4th Blitzer and no Frenzy Movement 8 Blitzer as well. But aside from that, everybody is in there and we can get going. So let's see what we will get in terms of opponent today. 140 seconds, so 2 minutes 20 seconds, and we're just gonna skip that. See you in a moment. Here we go. 1680 Dwarves. Oh god. That could be interesting. But I do get 200k in inducements, which right now probably means Wizard and a Babe. But I might want to change my opinion on that and maybe spend some of my own money, depending on what he actually has. But we will have to just wait and see. So if he has a Death Roller, that could be a bit of a bummer, but it could also be good for us. And he does have a Death Roller. So what does he have? For one, this is perfect, or it's ideal. It's 3 rerolls, 1 cheerleader, 1 coach assistance. We've got a Guard Death Roller. We've got a Troll Slayer with Mighty Blow Guard. We've got one with Mighty Blow Tackle. Do not like that. We've got a runner with Strip Ball and Block. We've got a runner with Block and Pro. And then we've got a whole lot of Guard, Mighty Blow, and is that Sneaky Git? Is that a misclick? Why does this guy have Sneaky Git? That doesn't make sense. But yeah, all of the... It's Dwarves. It's 12 players, it's Dwarves, it's all that we don't want to see. Although this doesn't necessarily speak to that, I don't know. We'll see, but it still comes down to a Wizard and a Babe, I think. Or do I want to go for a Bribe? But against Dwarfs, I do have the Dirty Player for it, and it would be some of my own money. No, I'm still going to go for the Babe. Whoop, ran the wrong way around. Let's go with that and validate. That should be okay. I'm probably still going to try and foul. We'll just have to wait and see. We can't make big plans until we know what he's up to. If I get to receive, I would like to score quickly. Assuming he sets up the Death Roller. Him having the Death Roller is actually nice, because otherwise our team value would be pretty even. Somewhat at least, it would be a lot closer. And the Death Roller will only be around for 1/2 or a touchdown, assuming he doesn't get a bribe. Which could happen out of a kickoff event, but I hope won't. Well, it's a back and forth, because I could use the bribe as well, but having to deal with the Death Roller for a shorter amount of time would be nice. And now so he gets to choose first. He's probably going to go on offense, so we will have to deal with the Death Roller the entire first half, possibly. But we'll see. Also, as always, unfortunately, I skipped the animations. My opponent didn't, and that's why it took a while. So, as expected, he is going for defense, and this is actually a point where I'm not going to put my Ogre on the line of scrimmage. No, what? He's setting up in defense. I go on offense. Okay, sure. Let's see if he uses the Death Roller or not on this. He might want to have him for defense, but as I've said, I want to try to make this work as best as possible. The issue with this is Dwarves have tackle. A lot of them. He also has tackle on one of his the Death Slayers, Troll Slayers already, which makes that guy even more dangerous with Block, Dauntless, Frenzy, Mighty Blow, Tackle. That's a pretty potent combination already. And I have 2 dodge players, my ball carrier, my catcher, which is the preferred ball carrier, and Mark, of course, with dodge, diving, tackle. By the way, we are playing against Feta J, and he's playing the Smalls, I think. So this guy has strength 7, and all of these guys have guard, which pretty much means I don't get good blocks. At least not easily. Well, I do still get good blocks, but they're not as obvious as they otherwise might be. God damn it. He also put the strength 4 guy on there, which I do not like. Whew. big question on how I set up now, though, because these are a bit tough. I'd like to get the entire enemy line of scrimmage, if possible. So that's a 2-die because I have guard here. He has guard there as well, though. And he has strength 4, which means I need another assist there to make that stick. So let's get the setup going. I do not kick, so I do not need my kicker. My killer will be in the middle, back here, right behind you. No, I need to set him up differently. I'm gonna set him up over here and hit one of these guys. I would love to hit a runner, but they're just a bit far away. I'm putting him a little bit on the side because I want him to be able to move back into safety after blitzing with him. So that's why we're doing that. Let's confirm this setup and see what we get. We might even be able to get the Death Roller knocked down, potentially, or we might just want to disconnect from him. I don't know. So quick snap, that's good. Why doesn't it show my skills right now? Okay, there they are. Okay. Let's get this moved up a bit. Bring him over to there. I know I could screw around with this a little bit more, but I don't think it'll do much. So I won't bother with it for now. And the ball's going to be over here. I'm probably also going to blitz there, so we might as well move a whole bit over this way. And these two are just going to stay where they are, I feel like. Yeah, looks like it. Okay, confirm this. Scatter's in a bit of a unfortunate position. Let's protect the ball right away, and then we can go for our blocks. Bad first block. Horrible first block, actually, because we needed to at least push him to have a chance at the death roller, which now we won't have, I think. Yeah, could you be any less horrible, please? This is all kind of screwed up right now. I'm gonna go for the blitz next. Before I use my ogre, because that's what we don't want. I'm going to disconnect from the dwarves as well as much as possible. See if we can keep ourselves moving about. But we'll see. So this is still a 2-die. Since he gives an assist and I have 2 guards. That's just enough. And you are going to go over to here. That's the 2 spacing again. These guys won't be able to run around easily, so they'll probably go here. But it does keep my back side open to go this side. So next up is this block and not the ogre block, because this one is still safer. It's another push. Why though? Why though? It's my first strike opportunity against the dwarves and it's just getting screwed. Thank you. At least that works. So we are going to disconnect from this guy as well, and I think I'm going to stay. He still has a 2-die here. An easy 2-die as well, and he can force his way into here. There isn't much we can do about that. Next is the pickup. Let's see, we do have sure hands, so in all likelihood we are going to make it. And then I think for now we can actually keep him there. Yeah, there is no real reason for me to go anywhere, and instead, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what, I'm going to move him over. Let's go here, 1 back and 1 like this. As I said, I would like to score quickly in this case, so I am going to create a scoring threat, or not a threat yet, but wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, you know what? Let's make this interesting. or force him to do some weird stuff. So I'm going to do one GFI right now, which will allow him to move this guy again, but it's going to make it more difficult for him to move behind me. But he's possibly just going to blitz us and move these guys, which might allow me to just switch sides. We'll see what will happen here, but I think this is okay right now. And I'd much rather risk one GFI now than two next turn. Maybe I should have even gone for the second one now. But I wasn't quite sure there if I wanted to risk that yet, because we don't quite know how this is going to play out. I think there's a real possibility that he's going to blitz Carsten here, which would mean the GFI would be an unnecessary risk. Okay, he's not moving these guys over here. He's going into... He's moving two guys in to take care of Andy. Okay, that's overkill. I'm not complaining, but that's overkill. This is an issue. With all the guard, there isn't much I can put against him to lock him out. Or to block him back and disconnect. That's just not going to happen. So if he goes in very heavily with his guard, it might be pretty good for him. And he is going in extremely aggressive on his defense right now. We might also be able to abuse that and make use of that. Yeah, he is going to blitz back here, but it's still probably the way for us to go right now. Just looking at things. But we will have to wait and see. Yep, that's a bummer. So he got stunned. Luckily, it's only a stun, so we will see. And let's see what the Death Roller does as well. Yeah, the issue is I only have 4 players here to move in this, and that's just not going to fly, so... God damn, why is my defense so bad? Oh, my offense so bad here. He didn't use the Death Roller. Interesting. Oh, I hate the Moss Guard. It's so bad. So I could do this one die blitz. You know what we're going to do? Oh, crap, no, that's not going to. He's going to serve me if I do that. God damn, I can't dodge him. I would like to dodge him. We could get a hit here. If we really want to. These are extremely bad right now. Okay, we're gonna do this. No, there. I'm considering pulling him completely back, but I'm not sure if that's the right call, but I'm worried to leave him here right now, since this is a GFI blitz. Let's go. Let's try. I think it's okay. We are gonna get attacked if this fails. Could I just roll anything but pushes? Thank you. That was a bit of an annoyed reroll, but I still think it's also an important reroll. The one does not necessarily negate the other, and I'm sorely tempted to pile on here, but I do not think we can afford to. We also KO'd him. That's always with the piling on. Sometimes the KO doesn't show up. It's in combination with that skill. Yeah, with that reroll already gone, that was a pretty big risk to take. But it was an important thing because we need to create a decent position for ourselves, and we can only do that over there. Which means Robert needs to be right there for now, because now I'm going to move my defense. And I would love to be able to do one more GFI. I will have to dodge here, I think. Yeah. I'm running out of time also, so we need to do these last few actions in quickfire mode, and I need to think while we do stuff. So this gives me 15 seconds. Who do I dodge first? Because I can't block anything here. For one, we are going to disconnect him, and I think I'm going to dodge him. That's the no, I'm going to dodge you. It doesn't matter. Mostly, if we fail there because he is less important, but if we do this, he can easily get attacked. I'm still going to dodge there and try, and I'm even going to attempt the stupid one-die block here. Because it's worth it. It's very much worth it. And it worked out beautifully, and that's all we're gonna do, yeah. That was already too much probably here, but I thought it worth it, and it worked out. It's questionable though, that's for sure. So now the good thing is he can't ignore Carsten, so he will have to at least keep this one player there. And I can easily dodge away. If he only keeps one player there, he needs two to really lock me down. At least that I will have to think about attempting to dodge. Because it's a 3+2+ instead of just a single 2+ in that case. Good. Oh, that guy does have guard though. Yeah, so he keeps the 2 die. No, it's... Oh god, I had guard as well, so this is a 1 die. Ooh, that was something. It did cost him one of his 3 rerolls though. That is very good. And right now we do have a 2 dice block back against him. It's not a good one because I don't have block here. But it's a start. And these guys can't move too much. And now I have a lot of room back here. So these guys need to start moving this way and not this way. He's pulling them too close to where I am right now and not where I'm going to be. I think. He hasn't blitzed yet, has he? What is he doing with these guys? He's giving me room. Oh, he's blitzing the not the Minotaur, the Ogre. Let's see. Oh, he's going for a chain push? Fails the Dauntless, doesn't need it. I'm stand firming. You're not gonna chain push this. Because he could have chain pushed this guy next to me. With that, he just gives me another block, potentially. Oh, he still gets to chain push if he wants to. He does not do it, though. Okay. That's fine. It's a bit harsh for me, but overall we are pretty okay with this. So let's see, you go right there. You blitz this Joker. I need the setup to work first, and then we can move on. Good. Setup's looking good so far. We're not following, we are instead... Yeah, we're gonna go aggressive with our defense here. I think I might even want to get the ball on Robert now. This turn. Possibly. I don't want to dodge past this guy. He's got tackle as well. So maybe I don't want to do this. I think we still do though, unfortunately. Okay, so put you here. That's a safe spot to be in. Put him right next to that. No, one further up even. Yeah, right there. Just get my defensive setup going before I throw the ball. Because I think I am going to throw a pass to try and get the SPP out of that. I can get to here. No, but I think we'd much rather be here and create another layer like this. And then I do have a 2 dice block here with him. But we are going to do that at the end if this works. And I haven't stood him up yet because I want to dodge him. But also at the end, and it doesn't really matter. Oh, he rolled he didn't catch it. Rolled a 2 and 1 on the catch. Bummer. So we'll have to try that again, but the ball is pretty safe right now, and I didn't get to block here, which is a bummer, and he's going to go after the Ogre more. We still just need to score. Get the Death Roller off the pitch. It's still what he wants, because I am giving him time to do what he wants afterwards, and give him time to do his offense. But he's still slower than we are. I think with the Wizard, we are in a pretty okay position, so I don't know. But we're also not going to score quite as quickly as I had planned to, and now he is moving these guys back as he should, because I could score next turn, but only with the GFI. I think I might want to try that, though, if it comes down to it. We'll have to wait and see, especially what happens here and how he positions his remaining players. And what the Mighty Blow does for him. Not much yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He could get a player to here, potentially. Oh, I'm still gonna stand firm, yeah. Oh, Ogre gets hit, is stunned. Let's see. Yeah. But he is not using Death Roller as suicidal as I'm used to from some others. He even didn't use him at all once, which is a pretty good move if you can't afford it. So I don't know. His guard placement is the big issue here. The good thing is both of the important players right now are still free, and he can't put a player next to us there, but he does still have the capability to blitz, so that's going to come into focus now. And I have to be honest, I don't like that. And with all the guard, I can't do much, so I kind of need to score now. Ugh. And where can he go with this guy? If he's using both of the GFIs to put himself right here, which he didn't, it would have been extremely bad for us. Luckily, he did not do that, and now he rolls a skull. Is he re-rolling that? And yo, he's going down to 1 reroll. I'm okay with this, once again. This I'm less okay with, and we need to stand them back up again and allow him to knock us down, because if I fail this now, we are in a very bad position. I can't afford to go for any dodges first or anything. I'm even moving Carsten back to here so that I can react to stuff not working. He's got us locked down too good. I can't afford to dodge. We can't afford to go for blocks. We even only have to stand him up. I could do a 2-die block there, but just barely. So we should probably play this as safe as possible now, which means no more throwing, but just a handoff. Oh god, we almost screwed this up. And I'm gonna be here. Please don't fail this again. Okay, now all I need to do is not roll a 1 while scoring here, which will level up Robert. Okay, we scored, perfect, which means now the Death Roller is gone. But it does give him 5 turns or 4 turns, something along those lines. KO comes back, so he still has 11 players instead of 10. That would have been nice. And Turk is sent off. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get this show on the road. That also now makes me okay with leaving the Ogre on the line of scrimmage, even though maybe we don't want to. Yeah, let's keep him off the pitch, actually. Not off the pitch, off the line of scrimmage. Let's be safe. Okay, what do we put in the middle here? First of all, I think we split them around as much so that he has to commit more players there instead of just relying on his guard. Yeah, we need to keep the important players safe. And the linemen, unfortunately, aren't that important. And even these two back here are more important than the 1 guard player, so we expose him. Let's put Robert in the middle. He can react the quickest to any changes since he's fastest, and that just gives him a good position in the middle. But I think we also want to switch these two. With movement 7, it's better to be able to go this way as well as that way. Yeah. Okay, let's see. But we are in the lead. I still have my wizard. We do have our Babe in case we need it. I have my apothecary. It's all good. And he doesn't have a reserve player left now, while I do. And the Death Roller didn't do a whole lot. He was very solid because he's strength 7 and he had guard on him. So he's just a solid player to build your defense around. But if you can manage to get past him, there isn't much you can do any longer in this case. And that was indeed the case and allowed us to get rid of him. Very aggressive setup. And I think in this case, that means I'm going to go for a short kick. Although they are dwarves, they're dwarves, which means they kind of want to save themselves into a cage, and I don't want to let them, so I maybe don't want to go for that. But if we go for a short kick and he doesn't get it, no, we're gonna go for the long kick. Let's go even a bit risky. No, I'm gonna go safe-ish. See what we get. See if we get a good one. We get another reroll, and nah, not ideal. Just too close still. Would have needed to be back here more. Maybe the short kick would have been better, but now he needs to orient himself further back with this. So no, I think the deep kick is never wrong, and it's just the safer option in comparison to the short kick. The short kick is awesome if there's something like a blitz happening. Or a perfect defense where I could maybe reset my positioning a bit. Even though then it's still a risky thing because he could run around our new setup defense. He's not using his Mighty Blow players right now to knock me down, weirdly enough. That would potentially give him a better chance to, yeah, knock us out and get players off the pitch. That's a Mighty Blow player, though. Also the wrong one, though, because if he had only pushed us here, he would not have been able to do a follow-up block with one of these guys. So he should have blitzed diagonal or blocked diagonally there. But it looks like he wants to go for Stefan. The issue is if he doesn't get it on the first try, it will turn into a 1-die. But he did get it. Still, it allows me to block him back, even with only my thrower. Well, my thrower does have block, so it's not the worst idea ever. Let's see, what do we get? Pick up, pick up. But yeah, now he is in his cage. He's starting up an offense. Oh, wow. Seriously? You're fouling? You're fouling my dirty player? Is that a good resource? I got stunned, you got sent off. That's not good, buddy. That was a questionable foul, a very questionable foul, even if it hadn't got him sent off. Just look at the player. Look at the player. He's got... Well, okay, oh god, this is a sneaky kid guy. But he's got 2 skills, with guard especially, against my dirty player lineman. That's not a target you just want to attack. That's not necessary. Yes, and now we can pressure him, and we can pressure him... 2, 3, 4... Ah, crap, I can't get quite in close enough there. But we are still... So instead we are going to go in like this. Just make ourselves a very big nuisance. I can't afford to go for this one yet because I do need to hit him first. So this guy does have guard. Yeah, okay, that makes this more difficult and actually not as good as I want it to be. Oh, your opponent disconnected. Please don't. We've had these so much. It's not a concede, it's just a disconnect. So I hope he's going to come back, and I see no reason for him to provoke disconnect and just wait for the clock to run down so that the match gets automatically conceded. So I hope he will come back, but I don't know. It's so and so sometimes. But while we do this, let's talk through my plan here, or our possibilities. So as we can see, unfortunately this guy does have guard. I would have loved to get Felix over to here, because he has guard himself. Then I could have blitzed from here and put my diving tackler next to the ball carrier, which is where we want him to be. Dodge diving tackle, not easy to get rid of. Now, I cannot get an easy 2-die. Oh god, this guy has strength 4 as well, so it wouldn't have worked anyways. So now I can't even get a good 2-die, which means I can't attack the ball carrier. It's not going to happen this round, but I do need to still try and disrupt him. So what we are going to do is... Now that's not that as easy any longer, to be honest. I think what this will turn into instead is then going after the Splitzer. I'm gonna bring up Carsten up to here with his high agility. Set him up. Then we can blitz this guy over to here. I would like to get a follow-up blitz though as well, or with the piling on, but it's unlikely, so we should probably be safe. Put him over to here, reposition. I might even foul, but it's unlikely, but we could afford to with Horst maybe. And yeah, just lock him down a bit. We can knock this guy down with him. Now I can go for that first, and maybe if it fails, we should try to do that again, because it's the best player that he has. It's the really good Troll Slayer. Getting him could be better, and then we're just going to set up a screen here, because I need to see where he wants to go first. And I right now he has only 4. He still has 4 turns left, but that still makes this a rather difficult thing for him. In all, because I'm good on defense, I think, and he's not quite at the halfway point yet. He's slow. As long as I can reposition myself all the times, I feel like we have a good chance of blocking him out from scoring against us here. But 2 minutes are about to be over, and he still hasn't come back yet. So this could be yet another concede match, which I am just so annoyed at that these are coming back in force. Which is why I did 2 orc matches, because the first orc match that I did was a 24-minute match or something like that, because our opponent thought it was a good idea to give up because he didn't make something work. And you all know how I'm happy about that at all times. And it's just a bummer. And it could happen here again. In this case, I don't know if he has internet connections problems or if he did this on purpose. I know there is a way to do this on purpose, at least as far as I'm aware, and not that I've ever done it, because, I mean, you see all the matches I play, you see my records. I don't skip matches, and I only, all the Blood Bowl that I play, I record. So there is no way to hide this at all, even if I wanted to. I think, at least. I don't know. Don't enlighten me if there is one, I don't want to know. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing right now. I hope he's going to come back, and it's just unfortunate if it's going to happen again. If it happens again, it's also going to mean probably another human match. Although, once again, we are in the dumb position that I'm still in the position where I have to be... It's difficult for me to schedule matches, even though it's a Sunday right now, because I have a full plate, and I need to shovel time free to do this. And I'm happy when I get the time to do that, but I always have to plan for an hour-and-a-half match. And right now I'm recording this right after the orc match, because I did have a window to do this, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to record another one, so it might have to be just one match again that I do not like. It's just a bummer. I do not like how this plays out, and I'm not sure if I should even address it, if it's just something we have to live with. But I hate that the quality of my channel, I think, and the quality of what we can do here, it suffers, because I can't go for full matches on a regular basis right now, and that reduces video length and reduces the time I can spend on the game and explain stuff and develop our team and make our team better, and that's it. I don't like that. It's just a bummer, and I would play in the Call Championship, yes, but the thing there is the reset cycle, and I wouldn't be able to play more than one team, and even with that team I wouldn't be able to make a lot of progress before the league resets, and then we have to start over. As bad as the Cole is, the Cabal Open League here, where we have stuff like this happening and concedes and all that, it's still the only possibility right now. Because it's the only way I think that I can keep my teams and develop them for a long time. And so we have to live with matches like these, and I just have to hope that I get more time again to maybe put out 2 episodes a day again if we get a match like this. But right now, it's just not in the cards. So I don't know. We're down to the wire here. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Yeah, it's over. So we win by concede. Or victory due to withdrawal. I hate it so much. We can't change it, unfortunately, and we'll just have to live with it, see what we get out of it. I do not need to reroll this. Did we get a level up out of this? We don't even get a level up out of this. So Felix got an MVP, which is cool. And then Horst got one as well, which is at least nice. Although I don't really know what to give him next. Probably just block or maybe dirty player. Get him dirty player and kick. Have 2 dirty players on hand. Seems like a reasonable thing. But I don't know. Oh no, Robert leveled up. That's true. He's gonna get sidestep, I think, in all likelihood. Maybe I want to give him sprint. But I wanted to see the level up first. Yeah, so we have 2 options basically, or 3. I could go sidestep, which would be the safe option and would be the one that would allow me to disconnect if he's somewhere in the back. Then we have sprint, which would be good to set up for 1-turners, because then he can go 11 spaces, so I would only need to push him 2. And then we also have sure feet, which would just make doing the GFIs that much more safe. But for now, we are going to go with sidestep. And that needs to be enough. Yeah, it's so weird. I'm not sure if this is how you play humans, actually. It's just how I like to play them now. I just have one catcher. I don't know why I should have two, because they're fast, yes. They did buff them here in the Blood Bowl game, the tabletop game. They usually have armor value 7. And in the new, in the reiteration of Blood Bowl that Games Workshop released at the end of the last year, they kept the armor value 7, they just made them a bit cheaper. They are now, what are they? I'm just trying to fill this with a little bit of meaningful information so that this video isn't a complete bust. Because, let's face it, we didn't really get to do much here. So let me check this. So, catchers cost 70, in the new Blood Bowl they just cost 60. And they keep the armor value 7, which I think I would have liked more. Keep them squishy players. Make them more risky to expose. And stuff like that. Because now they're fairly safe to expose with their armor value 8. They still have strength 2. And maybe I should go for a second catcher, but right now we're faring really well with what I'm going with here, and I just want to see how long I can keep this going. We are at 10-1-3 right now, and that's okay. It's not quite as good as with the Orcs, I think, who are right now at 3 losses with 48 matches, but, I mean, we're still not done yet. I mean, there's no guarantee that I'm going to lose ever again with this team. Our team value is going to be 1650, of course. We are not at, we've got 50k over here. But yeah, I could keep rambling on for another 10 minutes probably, but it doesn't change the fact that it happened again. I apologize for this. There's nothing I can do. I'm going to try to get to a point where a match, if we have a match like this, there will be at least a third match the week that you guys can watch. And I'm going to try to make that happen as well. We're going to do another human match if there's going to be one. I can't promise that yet, but I'm going to try. And I hope there's still people watching to hear me say this, actually. I'm going to comment it on it as well. I hope I don't forget about it. Since this is another short match, I'm going to try and get another one done, but I can't do it today. If there is going to be another match, it's going to come out either today, a little bit after this one, or on Sundays. Because I do have a Sunday, the Sunday 1 p.m. slot for my time zone is where I release usually. This match will come out at 1 p.m. on my time zone, GMT +2. So I'm gonna probably release it on Sunday 1 p.m. because I only release on 8 in the evening there. That's the reschedule for game night where we do our co-op series, and I adjusted my release to his there. Yeah, but for now, this is where we are going to end the episodes. We still won, we still made some progress. It's okay, don't like it, but we can't change it. So I hope you still enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you want to see me play more humans, hopefully, just stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye!